32 years ago this week, a world of access was opened up for millions. The Americans with Disabilities Act made shopping, working, and living easier for 1 in 4 U.S. citizens. 7 News reporter Colin Roos shows us West Virginia's role in a landmark moment for the country.
Next time you're in a parking lot, take a look around. When was the last time you saw one without that blue disabled placard? That universal sign is just one of the countless changes all around us, thanks to one law signed 3 decades ago. For some of us, it just made buildings look a little different. But for others, it was a gateway to a life of dignity.
Everything from curb cuts on the street for wheelchairs to wheelchair ramps, closed captioning availability on your TV.
Signed by President George H.W. Bush, the Americans with Disabilities Act was a watershed. No longer was there a patchwork of laws across states. Now Americans knew they could get where they needed to go anywhere across the country.
So this is all just since 1990, if you can believe that.
Its push to becoming the law of the land was helped along by one West Virginia woman. Rosemary Front was Easter Seal's executive director in Wheeling for almost 30 years. She was appointed to the U.S. Access Board in 1983 and worked out the guidelines that were eventually passed by Congress. Front also left her mark by developing our state's special education standards. Rosemary Front's crusade for accessibility was inspired by a trip to a Pittsburgh department store. She faced her own mobility issues due to a childhood battle with polio and found herself unable to even shop there. But the advocates didn't start or end with the ADA. Easter Seals has continuously provided speech, occupational, and physical therapy since 1937. And 85 years later, the promise of the Mountain State has never been more within reach.
They have more equity, more dignity, and are included in everyday life in America.
Thanks so much, Colin. Vice President Kamala Harris celebrated the anniversary of the law with its author, former Senator Tom Harkin. Harkin introduced the Senate bill back in 1990 in sign language for his deaf brother.